What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Now, for today's video, I wanted to talk about all of the newer reviews that have been coming out for Jurassic World Rebirth. They're way more specific on goods and bads in the movie, and it looks like, unfortunately, most people are walking away from it saying it's just okay. There are some people that are saying that it's like one of the best Jurassic Park films ever made. Other people are saying something more along the lines of it's just fine, and in fact it's kind of a bad movie, but because it's not as bad, they're not that angry with it. I gotta tell you, man, over the last few days I've been watching the reviews roll out, and I actually had a friend that saw the film early. I'm not gonna name who it was, but they are very up there in the Jurassic Park community, and I was like, okay man, like when you see the movie, tell me what you think. And it was really late at night. He had a long drive back. I called him at like 7 in the morning. I was like, let me know what you think. We both like Jurassic Park. We both like The Lost World. He told me, because I have not seen the film yet, he said it's fine, but he was actually quite upset at the fact that it wasn't better than it could have been. And I gotta say, I'm just kind of gonna manage my expectations based off of this. I have seen one of the most common things I've seen people say about the movie is that it's, quote, better than the last two. So I have not watched any of the Jurassic World movies, 1, 2, or 3, since 2022 up until very recently. So what I actually did was I marathoned the sequels. I sat down and watched The Lost World Jurassic Park. Still really like it. And then I got to Jurassic Park 3, and it's been a little while since I've seen Jurassic Park 3, and just to put things in the context, it actually made me really angry. I was walking out of that, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, that really made me upset. And I might still do reviews on all of them to like catch back up, but then I got to Jurassic World, and for the first like 15 to 20 minutes of the movie, I wasn't really enjoying it. And then when things actually started to specifically critique Jurassic Park 3 about the whole, we're making a dinosaur bigger than the T-Rex, and I'm not gonna lie, Jurassic World, I think the reason that movie was so popular in 2015 was because it's not just because of what that movie did that was new, it's because it is an indictment of the problems of Jurassic Park 3 specifically. And that's why when people say stuff like, oh, they're good in order of release, I'm like, dude, I'm never gonna simp for Jurassic Park 3. Get that straight. Like, it's not gonna happen. We watched the, like, first 10-15 minutes of Fallen Kingdom. I was not having a good time. And when that movie came out in 2018, I loved that thing. It was a very different world back then. I paid like $2,000 to fly to London to see that movie like a month ahead of time because it came out in like June versus July for the American populace. And I still need to watch that and Dominion. I'm not gonna watch the theatrical cut of Dominion. I'm gonna watch the extended cut. But if Jurassic World Rebirth is just better than Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, it's not good enough, man. I mean, I'm sure it's better than Jurassic Park 3 as well, even though I know there's a lot of people that like Jurassic Park 3. I'm sorry, bro, not one of them. So there are a couple of film critics I've seen that I actually hold to their opinion quite well because they've been in the game for a while. They've been reviewing movies back and forth on this platform for a bit. John Flickinger, I've been watching him since like, I want to say for a long time, at least 10 years. And he said it was better than the last two, but he does not like the movie. He said it has a really good river raft chase. I respect his opinions on these movies drastically, even though I like Lost World a lot. I don't think he's a big fan, but you do need to listen to people that are critiquing these films if you want them to get better. It's just the honest to God truth, guys. And if you don't do that, then how can you expect to improve unless you take criticism? So, and then I saw a Twitter reaction from 3C Films. He is a Jurassic Park 3 enjoyer. I am not, but he really liked the movie, man. And that gave me some hope. I was like, okay, he liked the movie. There's a guy named Cody Leach. He did not like the movie, but his not liking it was more like 2.5 out of 5. At first he said 3 out of 5, and he sat on it a little while. It really does look like the consensus is a lot of reviews are coming out that are super mixed. I've seen other reviews of a lot of people are saying it's like a 7 out of 10, but the consistent phrase that I'm hearing people say is better than the last two. Now I want to talk about that real quick because this is a problem that I think Jurassic Park is going to have. This massively serious if this is true. Jurassic Park cannot afford to just be okay. Jurassic World Dominion was not a well-received movie. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom wasn't either, but that was more like a Lost World situation. Dominion, much worse. Dominion, much more severe. So, like, if this movie does not end up being as good as it can be, I mean, that might be the last one they ever do. Of course, the box office is going to factor into that, but the projections are super low in China. And, you know, that's not a good sign either. What I'm honestly looking at from all of this information is it might be more like Alien Romulus. I know that there are a lot of people that love Alien Romulus. I did a review of it. I think it's fine. I've never really been of the opinion that it's like a return to form for Alien. I just think it's a solid movie. But if Jurassic World Rebirth is not as good as Alien Romulus, and it's more like a Covenant situation, which you could argue we've already had with the Jurassic Park franchise, that's a bummer, man. And the reason this is such a big deal is because they brought back David Koepp. They had Gareth Edwards direct. So one of the things, no spoilers, I'm hearing a lot of people say is that it's still got a lot of really silly writing problems that some of the Colin Trevorrow material had. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like, this is something that is it doesn't bode well for the franchise, because if this winds up being true, I'm telling you, man, not good. On a more positive note, I do want to say Jurassic World Rebirth, for the people that even don't like the movie and are giving it negative reviews, they are saying it's better than Dominion. And you guys know, never liked Dominion. I know a lot of you guys, you're a big fan of the film. I get it, man, but like, that one never really did anything for me. It made me walk away from the Jurassic Park franchise for a few years in terms of not rewatching the Jurassic World movies. So if people are actually saying, even the ones that are negative on Rebirth, it is better than the last two, Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, there is something there, because I know these days a lot of people like to harp on Jurassic World and attack it. I just rewatched that movie, man. I'll talk more about that later. Nah, dude. That movie's nowhere near as bad as it's been made out to be. And it has massive issues with dialogue and stuff like that, but I cannot, like, if I told you I thought that film was somehow worse than Jurassic Park 3, I mean, I would not only be lying, I would be like, yeah, I'm not going there. Dude, no. Jurassic Park 3 must repent, okay? All in all, I have seen some people that are actually really liking the movie, and they're actually very surprised because they really did not like Jurassic World Dominion or Fallen Kingdom. What does that mean for this? I gotta be real with you. It looks like the movie's just gonna be okay. I gotta watch it for myself to honestly make that, like, determination for myself. I'm very, like, different these days with the Jurassic World review stuff, because people will take something I say and like run with it and use it as like ammo against someone else's opinion. Look, I am literally just a guy, okay? I don't want you to think anything other than me. As for expectations and what we can see, I think the river raft scene is probably going to be the one that makes or breaks it as far as like how I'm really going to walk away from this. It's from the Michael Crichton novel. Always wanted to see it. The Distortus Rex and the Mutodons, people are saying they're cool. They dive back into that darkness, but there's not enough of them. People are also saying that the jungle locations, the cinematography, and the visual effects are incredible. The characters, some people really like them, some people really don't like them. I have seen a lot of people say across the board, they don't hate it, they're just really upset at the fact that it could have been a lot better. Something to factor into how you walk into the film. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, don't think it's gonna hit $1 billion. Don't think it's gonna hit close to it, actually. I do think if they're able to make this one work, and you guys that like the movie, you also got to listen to some of the critiques so that we could get like a truly revived franchise here. All in all, guys, I'm expecting that if they do make an 8th film, it's probably gonna have Chris Pratt and or Jeff Goldblum or Sam Neill thrown back in there to try and like beef up the Jurassic Park lore and interest for fans, and maybe be some sort of rescue operation that's back to basics like this one is, but maybe a little darker. And one thing I've seen across the board is they're kind of shocked that David Koepp added in some silly stuff. I say all of this without having seen the movie. I have not seen Jurassic World Rebirth. I do not know how it's going to rank for myself in relation to all of the other Jurassic Park films. Are they being overly negative? Are they being overly positive? Or is the movie literally just, it's okay? I don't know yet, but there are people that have seen it. I'm really, really hoping that even though, like, let's say it is just better than the last two, or better than like Jurassic Park 3 / Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, I'm hoping that I get some enjoyment out of this that's actually solid enough to where I can walk away from it going like, yeah, I'd like to put on the river raft scene, or maybe the Quetzalcoatlus scene, or the Titanosaurus scene, or the Mosasaurus scene. All of these scenes I've heard are actually really good, by the way. Like, on again, the way I do the Lost World, or, you know, some of the other stuff. So yeah, might be a little bit of a downer of a video, guys, but I just wanted to do this. What can we expect to see from Jurassic World Rebirth? I've given you kind of a breakdown and what the consensus is right now, but you're going to be the judge when you watch it for yourself. So let me know, were people too harsh? Were people too positive? Please no spoilers in the comments down below, guys. Just to be nice, just to actually, you know, not spoil anybody. I myself haven't seen this thing. Whatever your own thoughts and opinions happen to be, love to hear all about them in the comments down below. Now, before I go, I want to thank everyone that's helped me build my channel over the years. I'd also like to thank every one of you guys who've watched my stuff. You've all been extremely cool to me. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and hope that you'll consider subscribing. God bless you all. Christ is King. See you guys in the next video. And as always, take it easy.